Welcome to another video of Comic Talk. This is video number 2. In this one we will do the next part in the Bleach series. In this one we will do Bleach Arc 2 Soul Society Part 1, the sneak entry. And that contains within 6 volumes, 9 to the second chapter of 14. So that is what we're going to look at today. Okay, so the first one we got on here is Ikaku Shiba. So they gone to the Soul Society, but to get there they had to go through like I think Kaimon, I think it called, and they got 4 minutes before it completely shut down on them, and every several days that a big massive cleaner comes, and it just so happens to be that day came, and if they even get touched by it, they dead. So yeah, they got out of there in a very very tight squeeze thanks to Ohime, but that could have ended badly for her. But she didn't realise the consequences when she used her powers to help the rest of them go. And when they got out of there, they go to the Soul Society, of course, but to a district called I can't remember what it called. Oh yeah, Wikongai. Yeah, you've gone to the Wikongai, which is next to the Serite, where all the Soul Reapers live. They found an entrance, but guarding the entrance is a big giant called Jinjumbo. He had to be friendly when he finally get around, but that Jinjumbo is Ichigo's first opponent in the Soul Society. But once Jinjumbo got defeated, he did his role as he presumed his role would be, and he opened the gate to find on the other side a Gin Ichimaru. Obviously, Gin Ichimaru is a very adversary opponent, so that didn't help. He pushed back Ichigo and his friends, well, just Ichigo, and because Ichigo and his friends are like not from the Soul Society, they are known as the Ryoka. I know I'm saying it right, but I think the video probably pick up a different word. But Gin Ichimaru definitely wasn't a nice creature to see when you first get to Soul Society. But you meet you meet that old friend from like the second volume of Bleach. You meet Yuichi. It's a young boy from the Parakeet. You meet a guy who also riding a boar. His name is Gonju. He definitely think he was tough. He was definitely making a nuisance in the Wikongai. But he was challenging Ichigo to a battle. He wasn't an actual opponent, so we won't class that as his opponent number 2. But since the whole Serite got blocked up, and with Gin Ichimaru waiting on the other side, they had to find another way to the Serite. So Yoruichi knew of a way to get to the Serite, and that through a friend Ikaku Shiba, which everyone presumed were a guy, but as soon as they get there, her house is very noticeable. Because it like this house, this time style, it just I don't want to show you any pictures in case I get copyrighted, but of two giant arms holding a flag would say Kikaku Shiba on the front of it. Outside the house is two sort of gate guardians as well, called Konokan Hiko and Shirokana Hiko. But as soon as they see Yoichi, they are really daft and really friendly. Ikaku Shiba is really nice as well. Then we found out who Gunju is, which is the little brother of Kikaku Shiba. And we also get introduced with some others. In this following, we also get introduced some other Soul Reapers. And we've also found out in this following that Wenji isn't exactly a bad guy. We can clearly see he cares for Rukia. So that's following 9. They get to following 10, and this one is the picture of Gunju on the front cover, Gunju Shiba. So yeah, Ikaku and telling them how they can get through the Soul Society. And to do it, they need to gather their spiritual pressures and create a big spear to catapult them above the Soul Society. And if it failed, they get incinerated. So they learning how to do all that. And we already get introduced to the 13 Court Guard Squad in this following as well. All the divisions, apart from the 12th one, is it? No, the 13th one. But with Ikaku training for the spiritual pressures, they did not realize how strong Ichigo's spiritual pressure is until he almost blew up the place. And that is, I think, a good majority of this volume about Ikaku. Yes, they go to Souls. They go to Sarate in this volume as well, where they got scattered, with a big explosion scattered them in different directions. Yoichi went in one, Uryu and Ohime went in another, Ichigo and Gonju another, and Chad another. But to get to the ground safely, they all use their individual powers to make a soft landing. So now they are on the hunt. They are the prey now to the whole Soul Reapers. They are hunted. And Ichigo's second opponent is I know I'm saying the name right, but I wasn't sure if it's Ikaku Shiba. I'm just thinking of Ikaku. Yeah, is that it? Yes, I presume so. Yeah. Ikaku Abuame, I think that his name is. He's a bold one will look to dance when he go to fight. Then we got also within Yamachika. He is Gonju's first opponent. So Gonju is a big wimp. He run as fast as he can to get away from Yamachika. But while Ichigo stays and fight Ikaku, or is it Kaku? do we have what we say in the synopsis? Um, Ikaku, yeah, Ikaku Madawame. Um, and that were a pretty tough fight. Ichigo getting to know more about the Soul Reapers and their individual abilities, and he found out who Kisuke Uehara. Well, we don't find out who he is, but he knows that something suspicious about Kisuke Uehara when he mentions his name in front of Ikaku. Um, yeah, um, this following ends with the defeat of Ikaku. We also got a bonus chapter here with Kari and Jinta and all that. Okay, now we got number 11. We got picture of Wenji Abarai on the front cover. 1 second. Okay, this one we got the decisive battle with Yumachika and Ganju. Meanwhile, an opponent arrived, Omakin Orihime and Uryu, who spared time, looked out for her, protected her. But as that was going on, Ganju was finishing his fight with Yumachika in a big, explosive way. And with the Soul Reaper who attacked Orihime and Uryu, Orihime sent out Tsubaki to help defeat him, but Tsubaki were cut down. But Uryu made sure that though it also cut down as well. Okay, so after the fight with Ikaku and Yumachika, Ganju were legging it, screaming and out. So obviously we're luring more of the Soul Reapers, but the Soul Reapers who were chasing him were of the 11th Division, which is Kenpachi Sawaki division. But then when they were running, they stumbled across Hanato Amada. He is from the 4th Division, who is a medic. We also introduced to Kenpachi Sawaki as well. Yuchiru, I think her name is. So Ichigo found out the location from Ikaku where Rukia is being held, but to who is at the White Tower. I forgot what the name is, but who will be waiting for him at the steps of the tower is none other than Wenji Abarai and Stefan Cover. So that the battle over Wenji I thought a little bit stale. It was definitely better in the anime, but seems a bit worse in here. But it was alright. We found out Wenji's true intentions and how very upset he is about the whole Rukia incident. And we also found out about Rukia's and Wenji's past as well. And after the battle ended with Wenji, think that might be all from this volume. Yes. Yeah, because at the end of this volume, we found out about Ruki's and Wenji's past together. Yeah, so that's the 11th volume, which is the conclusion of Wenji Abawai's fight. Next one is volume 12, which got on the picture Sosuke Aizen, which at the moment it's just an ordinary Soul Reaper, but without giving any spoilers for the next two volumes, he actually is a very important guy for the rest of the series. When Wenji begged Ichigo to save Rukia because he thinks he might be able to do it, Wenji pretty much loved by his two old teammates, Momo and Izuru Kira and Momo. So they was upset when they found Wenji such in damaged way. But Byakuya is division knew going against the Ryoka on its own is against the Soul Society policy, so he had his own subordinate banged up in jail. Then we found out the horrible fate of Sosuke Aizen. Momo adores him. Momo is the second in command of Sosuke Aizen. And she completely adores him. But we found out that somebody murdered Sosuke Aizen in this volume. And it was just a gory mess as well. We found out a little more about Chad's past as well, as he dreamt of his past while he was sleeping, but he woke up just in time, just before he got attacked. When Ichigo got up to full self thanks to Hanato Amada, he, Gonju and Hanato running across the stairs, and when he got to the top, he running to the tower, and then a very, very strong spiritual pressure intervened, and they found out whose spiritual pressure it was, and it was no other than Ikaku's captain of 11th Company, Kenpachi Sawaki. And we also see Yuichiro as well. Kenpachi is a sort of Soul Reaper, but has Sanpakuto does not know his name, because he's that strong. His old spiritual pressure is in the eye patch, and the eye patch contains it. There also Chad first opponent was it Tachifusha Enjoji, I think that how you pronounce it, of the 8th Company. So Chad is in the 8th district of the Sherete, while Ichigo and Gonju were in the 11th district. And when Chad defeated that foe, he came across the 8th captain of the Soul Society, Shunsui Kiraku, is pretty much an old man that just like to take it easy, pretty much. But that battle was definitely one-sided when that captain got to Chad. I mean, the only people we stand a chance against the captains is Ichigo and, depending on the captain, Uru Ishida. That basically it. We found out more about Ichigo and Chad past as well of more of how they met. Yeah, so that was pretty much one chapter of it, and that pretty much ended with the last of the fight with Chad and Kirikou. Next, we're almost done now. We got the 13th volume with the picture of Kenpachi Sawaki on the front cover. So this is the continuation of the fight with Ichigo versus Kenpachi. Kenpachi was Ichigo's third fight in the Soul Society, and his opponent getting stronger and stronger. I mean, first Ikaku, then we got Wenji, then Kenpachi Sawaki. Yeah, so that fight with Kenpachi is definitely a good one. Ichigo also unlocked part of his Soul Reaper's abilities as well, and he'd be able to cut Kenpachi, and Ichigo met like a higher version of himself and they're training them to try and defeat Kenpachi Sawaki, and it's actually ended up into a draw, and that was pretty amazing. Yeah, this won't take long as well because this is most of the volume with Kenpachi, but we also found out the past how Kenpachi and Yuichiro met back before they became in the Serite. Okay, and now we got Gonju and Hinata. While Ichigo is fighting Kenpachi, they gone of Ichigo orders to the White Tower to rescue Rukia. So they open the doors, and Rukia just standing there in the distance. When Gonju wasn't exactly thrilled because Rukia happens to be the one that killed Kayan Shiba, which is Ganju's older brother. And that's where it pretty much ended, where they found out about Rukia and Ganju. Next, we got 2 chapters of this one, where Ichigo, with the old fight, Ichigo got rescued by Yoichi, and Yoichi identity also get revealed as well. And we also get introduced at the end of the video of Captain Ukitake, which is Rukia's captain of the 13th Coast Guard squads. You were Captain 13. Ganju were playing hell with Hinata. They do not want to save the person who killed his brother, but Hinata were definitely insistent on rescuing Rukia's, not for his sake, but for Ichigo's, since their journey led them far and wide to save Rukia. Then, who happens to be at the White Tower as well? We got Byakuya Kusuke. Ichigo came to, found out the true identity of Yoichi. Gonju tried to defeat Byakuya, but that definitely did not go so well. Then Ichigo shows up to sort of try and save the day. It shows up in front of Rukia. And Ichigo would definitely... Well, Ichigo and Rukia were having pretty much an argument because Rukia didn't want Ichigo to risk his life for, and Ichigo were having none of it. So then Ichigo is versus Byakuya, but not actually a true fight because they were cut short when Yoriichi came to scene, and as soon as Yoriichi showed up to help, that is the end of this video of the sneak entry. That where the anime of the second season ended as well, where the arc. So that where we are ending it. And I forgot to mention volume 14 got a picture of Hanato Imada on the front cover. So the second arc, the first part of it, contains within 6 volumes. Well, sort of 5 volumes and 2 chapters. But Bleach is definitely a fun read. Bleach is actually the first. Well, I have to go now because I think someone at the door. So that is definitely good timing. So I thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.